Hi guys, Chuck here. We're back in Planetbase, picking right up where we left off. Things appear to be functional at the moment. Everything got built that we had selected the last time out, so we really can start looking at other things we can build as the metal production increases. Right now we got 0 metal. Food is looking good. We're up to 64 vegetables and 39 on meat. Now, like I showed before, we can hit this, click this thing here to remove the tops so we can look in the different buildings. So we have a control center. We should have a little guard sitting at his desk there, and he should have guns in the locker now. So that's looking good. Over here, we have a lab that's making chicken and beef. These people need some pork. I don't know what. So let's add another tissue synthesizer, and we'll set that for pork so they have a variety of meat. I think that affects morale of the people somewhat, having a variety of foods, but I'm not 100% sure there. And we're gonna need more bunks since we've got a fair amount more people now. We're up to 34 colonists. So we need a little more sleeping space. Now we've one bunk has already been built, and somebody's already taken a snooze on it. There's somebody else taking a sleep. So we need to get. Alright, we got one of our robots is damaged and it's not going to be able to be fixed. So now we are, I think, down to 1 or 2 robots left. So we're going to have to think about, we got this workbench here to make medical supplies, but it says that we're currently out of medical supplies. So let's check our base management and manufacturing limits. We do have those set to produce, so we should be producing them. It's just a matter of, maybe need more of those medical plants. So go down here, and we're going to grow more medicinal plants. And we're gradually getting more metal. So we can think about, let's see if it's a trader or a colonist. It's a trading. So we can definitely see what he's got. He's got medical stuff. And that's pretty much it. And he's got money. We're going to start getting money. 2 is worth 3. Let's see what 80 is worth. That's worth 132. I don't know what we got that we can really part with some of these vegetables. Maybe a couple of these medicinal plants. And we got some more money. And we still got vegetables left, and we got plenty more growing. So with this extra medicinal plant, and this dude should be able to make some more medical supplies. We might have to build another lab and get another medical supply person going to try to keep up with demand, because it seems like we're going to start running out of that stuff. And the next thing, we can start thinking about a robotics facility to start making more robots. But let's put the a multi-dome up and connect that here. Now that's nothing major, but it's going to allow us to put some workout equipment in there, among other things. I think you could put water fountains in there too. And that'll just generally improve morale. The same with this thing here. You can put trees in there, and it does nothing for food production, but it will help the morale of the people. And I think productivity increases if people... Oh, we have another trade ship. Okay. Or is that the same one that was... Okay, pending. That's the same one that was already there. We haven't got a new one. So we just built the pine tree in the dome down here. We're going to have this facility here built fairly soon because we have the materials on hand for it. So another facility you can build, obviously the only productivity thing left is the robotics facility. So we're gonna probably go ahead and build that next. Then some quality of life for the people. We can give them a cabin with more comfortable beds, and we can give them a bar where they can drink themselves silly at the end of the day. Now let's see. Is this still pending? Yeah, they're still bringing stuff out to the trade ship. Power seems to be good. We can check the grid. Let's see. All right, we are producing 190 and we're requiring 86. So we're good for a little bit longer on that. And we're going to want to keep an eye on that. Now, we got that built, but we can't put anything in it because there's no oxygen in there yet. So we're waiting on somebody to come out here and finish the connection. And that's another thing you could put, when we start getting bigger, we might want to put another airlock, like down on this end, so people can come in and out more than one place. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that now, but it doesn't look like I can connect it. Yeah, there we go. That's where we want to connect it. Now people have airlocks on different ends of the facility, because sometimes it takes a while to make their way all the way to this airlock, to walk outside, to go all the way back up here to build things. Now somebody can, you know, if we build things up in this area, somebody can come out that airlock. Now let's go ahead and, so we put a drinking fountain, plants, and we can do, you know, we'll put some exercise equipment and drinking fountain. And maybe a bench where people can chill out. So now we're going to get that stuff built as soon as somebody shows up to build it. And hopefully this airlock gets built soon. Okay, we got some of the items being built there. We got the bench, we got the exercise equipment, and some dude's already going to be using it. You know, now we want to start getting ahead of the game a bit. We don't want to, find ourselves caught flat-footed like earlier. So you can build another. Obviously, we're going to need more than one on things like canteen. But right now, I think we're going okay with that. So people seem to be coming and drinking quite a bit. So we don't want to go with the bar yet. I think maybe another. I think we have a factory already, don't we? Control center. Factory here creating spares, semiconductors, and spares and arms. So let's check out what just landed. That's another trade ship. We will try to get a little more money from this guy. I don't know how much we'll be able to get. Let's see how much. 50 would cost 82. And okay, we'll go ahead and do that. I think we're keeping up on food stocks, okay, that we can sometimes trade some food for some money. We need to build another drinking fountain. I think another processing plant would be in order if we can fit one in. I'd really like to fit it in, without, but maybe out here would work. And we can start processing more metal. I'd like to get to a point where so much metal is showing up that every time we need to build something, we just build it. And it gets built right away, instead of us having to wait. Now, I think here we can put another drinking fountain in. And I don't know if we could put a plant in. No, there's no room for that. All right, we filled that up. We should have probably built a bigger dome. That doesn't mean we can't build another one. We're up to 34 people. Our goal is to hit 100. And so by the time we hit that, that's still pending resources. By the time we hit that, we're going to need to expand this power generation probably down into this flat area here. And we'll have more other buildings expanded this way. Now, we don't have ore piling up. So you can see we only got one ore, which is actually good. If you see a really high number there, it means you're not processing it fast enough. These processing facilities are lagging behind. These. So now that trade ship is taken off, you gotta wait for another one. And we're laying down to one robot. And if you can see does it tell us? Let's go back to base management and landing permission security, milestones, text. We have none of those techs unlocked, and all of those take money. But once you start unlocking those and you can build them, that helps out immensely. And we go to stats. Okay, here we see the people we got. We have 7 workers, 12 biologists, 7 engineers, 4 medics, and 4 armed guards. Well, we're short on our bots. We only have 1 constructor bot, no driller bots, no carrier, and so that 1 constructor bot is it. We need to get more bots. So the next thing we want to build is, since we got our new airlock built, now we're going to build a robot facility. Connect that over here. We want to start building robots to replace the ones we've lost, because we can't rely on the trader popping in and having some to buy. Sometimes they will, but they're quite expensive. So there's somebody recouping. All right, now let's see. We're still pending supplies to get that built. And of course, the robotics facility is still pending some supplies as well. So two things we're currently waiting on at the moment. Our power is still looking good, and food stocks are still looking good. So run out of spares. Every time I hear these inbound meters, I think it's a ship landing, because the sound is pretty similar. We have these people making spares. And I don't want to, if I increase the productivity on that too much, then they'll just start eating up all the metal. We won't ever see any for any other purposes. Now we have another person, so we're up to 36 people. Medical supplies are still running short, even though we have a person here crafting that. And we have medicinal plants growing. So either we up the productivity on those, or we build another dome to be, making those as well. Now there, we're about to get this built. Let's see. You know what would be interesting? I know they're making a sequel, but I think it's going to be a similar play style. What would be nice is if you had the ability to take on like a first-person view and actually walk through the interior of these structures and see kind of what they look like inside, but while still maintaining the overall management style. And what I don't know yet, they're talking about the next one for first quarter of 27 for release. I don't know if they're going to do an early access or just release the thing full. Seems like everybody anymore wants to do an early access for like a year. And so when a game just comes out full release, it's almost a surprise. And I can think of very few in recent years that have done that. Now, Pragmata was one of them. That thing came out ready to go. No big, long, early access period or anything. But that was also a large studio with lots of money. It's like we've almost got kind of conditioned to expect it to be that way now. Although the early access is going to come out, and then you get the full release, sometime later, who knows when. And while that's not, it's nice and all, I think they're going to do that, then maybe they should drop the price on the early access titles, because nobody wants to be paying full money for something that's not complete. Now this big, large turbine still costs 660 to get it. And we've only got 216, so we can't get that yet. Now we do have Driller Bot for 160. Or we can buy more money. And I think we're going to buy this money. Even though it's not a lot. And we 326 for that, so we're not gonna, we're just gonna, you know, buy the money, and we'll take that, and we're gradually getting our cash up there, but it's going to take a bit longer to get it where we want it. Okay, so we're done with the trader ship. You see we got plenty of, our storage here is going to fill up at some point. We still don't have a surplus of metal. We're trying to build a robotics facility out here, which is going to take more metal, which means we're probably going to want to have, well, we got that processing plant built. Now we just need to put the metal processors in there and the bioplastic processors in there. And our other building is getting built as we speak. Our robotics facility. Now we have another sandstorm rolling in, but this means we're, you know, cranking out a little bit more power consumption now, or creation. And I don't know why our gun locker disappeared. That's kind of weird. We had one there and it's gone. So that's kind of disturbing. All right. This guy's almost, his feet are moving so fast for the progress he's making. All right, another building facility has been built, and we have another processor down here. So hopefully we're going to start getting a little faster production of materials, metal, and the bioplastics we need to build other items. Now we have another gun storage, so hopefully we can get the dude some guns in there. Now. Still running short on medical supplies. So we're going to be thinking about putting another lab down here pretty soon and getting another person to work on that. Right now we have no metal, and so our next bit of metal is going to have to come out here to build those items, which are then going to turn around and generate more metal. Also, our storage is filling up, so we need more storage, and we're going to go for a big one, and it just might take us a while to get it built because we're going to wait on the metal. Now, standing has reached. We are, colony is known by everyone. Well, it's probably going to attract more people. So that means we have to be ready to take them. So things like this extra storage, checking out the trade ship, see what he's got. He's got some bioplastic. And he's got a little money. So we'll take the money. It's not much. And we'll take those couple bioplastic, and that's going to be 60. We'll trade that. Now, so the only thing we're waiting on now, and some of this stuff is getting built down here. We need the metal processor to get built. We've got our security guy, and we've got a new storage dome that's going to get, as you can see, if you look at this, if you look down here in the biodome, they've got food just piling up that they've harvested, and there's no place to put it. So when we get this new dome built, they'll at least have a place to put all that food. Now, we can probably set up another canteen with some more tables and meal makers. Bioplastic processor has been built. So now we got the two metal ones, and I really wish they would have built those first, but people don't always prioritize the same way that we see it. So let's see what this guy's bringing here. All right, that's got, still needs more bioplastic, still needs a lot more metal. So that might take a little while. Now, down here, that was a colonist ship. We're up to 44 colonists. So let's check our power grid really quick. And the grid is, okay, ahead of the game. Power storage is good. Water, all right. We're a little tight on water, and now we're getting a little tight on power grid. So, need those metal processing things down here to get cranking. Because we're getting to that point where we need to add more power. So I'm going to have to put another power collector down. And we're going to have to put another turbine or another panel, but I'm probably going to go with a turbine. Well, we can't build a turbine yet because the collector's not in place yet. So, maybe we delete that and put another turbine in first. It'll fill up this other collector, and then we can put another collector down. So let's see what this dude has for us. He's got a lot of money. We don't have a lot of stuff to trade for that money. And I don't want to be unloading too much food too fast. But I think some of that metal, if we can afford it, all right, well, let's do that, because that'll at least jumpstart some of this construction we have pending, because we're still waiting on 7 pieces of metal for the extra storage dome, and we need 4 pieces for our turbine and another piece, so we need 5. We need 12 more pieces of metal. We just bought some, so let's see how fast they can get moving on stuff. It looks like this robotics facility is built. We just don't have any bot workshop and bot auto repair. Let's put a couple of them in there, and a bot repair in there. Now we're going to have to wait quite a while on all these things to be built. And so we're at that kind of sit around like a bump on a log waiting for stuff to get produced stage. So with that, we're going to wrap it up for now. And when we come back, we'll be seeing some of these things getting built. So if you found this video at all entertaining, or even if you just laughed at me for whatever reason, and you want to leave a like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that very much. And I will see you next time.